Big Talker KIUL, good morning, Southwest Kansas. This hour is driven by Western Motor. ShopWesternMotor.com. ShopWesternMotor.com. Used car manager Shane Jones is my guest. Shane, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully. A week until Turkey Day. A week until Turkey, football, Christmas vacation. It doesn't get any better than that.
It's big times coming up.
Yes, most definitely. So what first of all, how long have you been with Western Motor? Let's start there.
I've been at Western about 22 years.
Awesome.
Since I was in high school.
Awesome. It's always what was it that kind of led you to the car business?
My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad worked there for years, and so that's how I got to be there, and was a lot kid and washed cars and picked weeds and just did stuff around the store.
Kind of odds and ends, and then worked your way up. Your used car manager now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's got to be as we talked about off air, and as I've said before, one of my dad's best friends is a dealer back in Illinois, and I can't even imagine how difficult that job is right now. It just with the auction difficulty, which we'll get into, but it's got to be just an unbelievably difficult job right now.
It is. It's incredibly difficult. Cars are weird. It's just a weird time. Cars are weird.
And what are you kind of looking for right now when you're going into auctions and auction prices are through the roof, and the issue with a lack of used cars isn't going to be addressed until the chip issue gets fixed, which we've talked about previously. We won't spend any time on that, but let's kind of spend some time going through what you do for Western Motor on a daily basis, and let's kind of start there.
Well, the first thing I do, I'm in charge of inventory, and so I have to, with the shortage of new cars, I have to find enough used cars to stock everything so everybody has something to sell. And so I'm daily combing wherever I can pick up a car to buy a quality car, and then I handle the day-to-day operations with my sales staff, help them work car deals and things such as that, and get things through service and detail and ready for the lot. And
so kind of outline just the difficulty, and let's start with the auctions in terms of going through that process and finding cars that are affordable and that meet the requirements that you need to meet, because good, solid used cars, they're just not out there right now.
No, they're hard to find. It's a fight. If you go to an auction, auctions are hectic. They're fast-paced. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of noise. Things are moving. You don't have a lot of time. You have to make your decision fast and live with your decision and write it out at the end. And a lot of times now, it's just not, the quality is not there at the auction. So I don't really focus on auctions for picking up inventory.
So where are you focusing right now?
Stuff I can trade for. I'll shop on Craigslist. Anything I can inspect, look at, take my time and see what's going on. To just anywhere I can pick up a car, I'll pick it up.
Okay. And what are customers coming in and saying that they want? Is it? I know trucks are hotter than firecrackers right now.
Out here, it's big country out here, and so they like the SUVs, they like full size people movers, Yukons, Suburbans, things like that. Long ones, short ones, pickups. SUVs are the big movers out here. Sometimes you have people that want a school car for a kid or a second car for the house, but the majority of the stuff's SUVs.
A lot of SUVs, and SUVs like trucks are pricey right now.
They're very pricey.
Yeah, and so when you're looking for when you're looking at used cars to purchase a used car, whether in a trade or Craigslist or whatever, what are you looking at? What are you looking at when you're looking at that vehicle?
The first thing I'm looking at for the store and for the customer is a quality car. I'm wanting to see if it's a good car before I go any farther, and then I work out the affordability of it from there.
Okay, and other than the obvious, looking at the engine, looking at the transmission, and all that other stuff, what else are you looking at other than those obvious things when you're breaking a car down?
There's an auto check. It's similar to Carfax, so we'll see if it has accidents or anything like that. You look for leaks. You look for different things. Sometimes you look under the hood for bolts that are a different color than the rest of the bolts. I'm bigger, so I can't crawl underneath them, but you kind of get down and take a look at what you can. And then you wait until you get it back to the store. And once you get it back to the store, it's 160 point, I believe, inspection.
Wow.
And they'll pick them up in the air. And a lot of times they'll call me over and I'll go over and look underneath them, and we'll go over stuff over there.
And how did you learn about what to look at? Was it your dad? Was it working alongside just an unbelievable service team? How did you learn this business?
We have an unbelievable team at Western, and a lot of it was trial by fire. You kind of figure out where you're at and you go. But they've been really good about bringing me along and helping me out. Yeah, it's a really good team there. What are some things that you're looking for right now? Is there anything right now that you're looking for specifically that, hey, if you have this sitting in your driveway, or you're looking maybe for something else and you have this, and what are you looking for right now? Is there anything right now that you're looking for? Just everything? Yeah, I'm looking for everything basically, but if somebody had a Yukon XL or a Yukon, or if someone's got an extra 3/4 ton diesel truck laying around they're not using, bring it by and I'll take a look at it and I'll give you all the money for it.
What else do folks need to know about your position with Western Motor, about what you do? Because right now, if, as we've said before, I think we've said it every week, if you have a car, Western Motor will buy it.
True. If you have... if you've got something that you need to get rid of, bring it down to the used car building at 501 East Fulton, and I'll sure take a look at it and see what I can get you for
bumper,
it.
No bumper? Bumper,
you can
bumper, no bumper?
You can bring me anything. I'll adjust for anything.
2013 big pile of horse poop, Chevy Equinox.
If you need to get rid of it, I'll have to get rid of it.
Oh, boy, cars. But I am determined to pay that off. I have like 3 payments left. I am determined to pay that thing off.
That's good.
I've never paid a car off because every time it's needed new tires, I've gotten a new car. It's just how I was. It's how my dad was, and it came to me, and it's first car I'll ever pay off.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are like that. For years and years and years, you didn't. I mean, that was a guaranteed thing, was a car payment and a house payment. And if it needed big expenses, you just trade it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's rather loud, too. It's a little loud. Yeah. Just a little bit.
Performance exhaust?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, just a big pile of multiple issues with recalls, and it's a mess. What else? What else do folks need to know? What else do folks need to know about Western Motor? And what inventory do you have right now that you'd like to let people know about?
Western Motor's been in business for, I believe, over 80 years.
Mm-hmm.
Family owned. We'll take care of you after the sale. There's no gouging. We're not there to mark stuff up over sticker price. It's a fair place. That's part of why I work so hard and my hair gets so crazy, is because I have to find stuff to still make it fair to not take advantage of people. I don't have a whole lot of inventory. I've got some trucks. I've got some SUVs. About everything I've got everything I got's good. Inventory's been pretty stable in the 80s, roughly across. If I'm remembering right, the past few weeks, inventory's been in used car inventory's been in the 80 range. Yeah, and that's pretty, and that's been pretty typical. What's it gonna take? Is it going to take this chip issue getting fixed and new cars moving in
to get the used car situation and the lack of used cars? Is that what it's going to take?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have some new cars coming out to get the trades, to get people to do what you need to do to get the used car inventories back up and flowing like they were.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about, you said your dad worked for Western for a long time, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did he do? What did he do at Western?
He was actually the general manager for a number of years.
And that's why you decided to get in the car business, just kind of a family business?
I needed a job.
Yeah.
No, I like the car business. I like cars. I like talking to people. I like everything about it.
It's a people business, isn't it? It's a relationship business.
Yeah, it's a huge relationship
and
business.
That's what, with all the experience that Western has in the service department, you've been there well over 20 years. It's about experience, and it's about relationships.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And has this been you've been there for a long time through multiple different car crises? Going back to 2008, 2009, and all that. Is this the most difficult your job has been in the 20 plus years you've been there?
Well, yeah. For the other car crisis, I wasn't the used car manager, so yeah, this one's pretty legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Yeah. What have you learned about yourself, your team during this difficult time?
We're all pretty resilient, and we're all willing to put in what it takes to get what we need to sell, to still do it right and not cut any corners.
And that's what it's about. It's about doing it right. It's not cutting corners, and it's not overcharging for cars when honestly you could.
Yeah.
You could. It's something you could do. It's something other places are doing across the country, but it's not the right thing to do.
Yes.
It's not the right thing to do.
I agree.
Yeah. Anything else that folks need to know about Western Motor, about yourself, about different things that you guys have to offer? Anything else that folks need to know?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. Just come by and see us. Check us out. We got the brand new used car building that's a little over about 2 years old now. Just stop by and see us. Have a cup of coffee and hang out.
And check out. I've been checking out some trucks. Had a Dodge Ram, red Dodge Ram. Oh, I love that truck.
Yeah.
Just so many high quality vehicles that have come in despite the inventory being so low. So check them out. ShopWesternMotor.com. Go down to the shop and check out their inventory and talk to Tanner, talk to Shane, and the whole team there. And service department, keep you updated as you wait for a new vehicle, as you wait for what you're looking for. Just go check out the good friends over at Western Motor. Thanks so much for coming down. Always appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.